This is the story of two young guys, bound in friendship and in destiny. Ronald and Skinny, as often happened, went out for a picnic together to spend the day in the neighborhood countryside. Suddenly, Ronald pulled a couple of little plums out of his basket and gave one of them to his friend. Delicious. Deliciously lethal. Note how the slow motion makes everything more epic. The boy's corpse stayed there for hours, enveloped by blades of grass, until all of a sudden, something happened. A new spark was instilled in Skinny's body, reduced abruptly to a skeleton, and slammed him inside Ronald's wardrobe, cursed to watch over his friend for the rest of his days. Or at least until today, when our story starts.
Morning, sunshine.
Hi, Nat. Forgive me, but I didn't sleep very well tonight.
Are you sure you really want to talk to him?
I have no other choice.
He'll have a heart attack if you ask me, and he'll end up keeping you company in the wardrobe.
I really hope not. Do you know where Ronald's gone?
Everybody left a couple of hours ago, but I don't know where they went. They were all very nervous. I don't know why exactly.
It'll be the usual sale at the mall. The Mother Superior must have straightened them up as usual. When will you stop eating those things?
Would you care for some, maybe?
How many times do I have to tell you that I'm allergic to plums? Just looking at them, I'm getting hives.
Man, you don't have any skin at all. And anyway, they're nuts. Otherwise, why would Ronald have given me this name?
He probably just wanted to be alternative.
You're a lost cause.
Hasn't Ronald spoken yet?
You should know that by now. He hasn't said a word since you died in front of his eyes.
I don't want his soul to be damned forever. If that stubborn guy won't open his lips for himself, I'll take steps to loosen his tongue.
Don't hurt him too much.
I have to run to the bathroom. All this excitement loosened my bladder.
I like this room.
Start here then. Put the little pet in the van. In the meantime, I'll prepare the boxes in the living room. And don't do it like last time when you got hit by a car while loading the stuff.
There are colored books on the walls.
But you don't even know which side a book opens on.
I like colored books.
Do you know what I don't like? Working for free to pay for broken things marked fragile. Do you understand?
This carpet. It's soft as a marshmallow. I like marshmallows.
I should have listened to my dad when he told me to be a florist.
I really needed a shower.
Boss, it won't open.
Let's keep working on the ground floor then. In the meantime, I'll ask the lady about a key. I'm afraid this damn move will take longer than expected.
Move? And what should I do now?
I'm coming. Apologies for the delay. I was late with a tutorial of another video game. Players are not what they used to be anymore. Let's cut to the chase. I'm here to explain the game controls to you.
Well, I'm not interested.
I'm not asking you, Skinny. Let your player decide. Okay. I just hope you don't miss something while playing. All I'm asking is that you take a look inside that green satchel.
I'll take care of it, as long as you leave us alone after. Ma, there's gold in this here bag. No, it's just pyrite.
Don't be fooled by appearances. It could be more useful than you can imagine. See you soon.
The maximum displeasure you can give to a gold miner. Don't ask any questions, believe me. Let's just say I'm not exactly interested in the item. 201 times is more than enough. Even at his age, Ronald can't really get enough of squeezing this thing. I can't imagine what the bear would do to Ronald if he still had his spine.
I'd give him a nice tattoo on his back for starters.
You have to understand the bear is convinced he's married to the duck. I don't want any trouble.
Wise decision. Bones off!
I must say that he has the softest fur.
Nothing soft about you stepping on my back.
Hi, bear. What's new?
Nothing, since I'm forced to stare at the sink. Hope I'll be luckier in the new house.
Do you want me to give you your happy pills?
How many times do I have to tell you that I don't need them? Besides, I have my duck. She makes me feel good.
How do you feel about this move?
I hope I don't end up in a bathroom in front of another dripping sink, or I'll go completely crazy. You better find a way to get out of this house and into that van. What are you waiting for?
Did you see Ronald?
If you mean naked, yes. Every single day. And it's not a pretty sight.
Come on, Bear. You know very well what I meant.
Early this morning. Usual time. He was a little down in the dumps. I mean, more than ever. But nothing particularly suspicious.
Have you had any other hallucinations since the last time?
Luckily not, Mr. Hunter.
Bear, I'm skinny.
I'm just messing with you. You're the little wuss without a backbone.
I would argue that claim. Now I have to go, Bear.
I guess so.
The psych meds of Cousin Jason. Come to think of it, we've suddenly lost track of him. I don't know what's more disgusting, this or the hair removal strips of Ronald's mother. Better leave it alone. What am I supposed to shave? Besides, this isn't exactly the height of hygiene. I sense trouble. The Murrays are really very nice people. When we were children, Ronald and I often played with Cooper, but after the divorce, he went to live with his mother. One of the countless houses of the Wayne family. Mr. Wayne is not often seen here in the city. He never stops by to talk with anyone. That house has been for sale for years, but nobody has ever seen the owners, nor is it clear if the mysterious Mr. Richards even really exists. That must be the van of the moving company. I absolutely have to find a way to get in there before they finish and leave. Listen, little van, don't move until I find a way to get out of this house. Capiche? This isn't like reading tea leaves in a cup. There's nothing in there I want to see. There will be no peace for our quiet time. I've seen things you wouldn't believe. Count yourself lucky. You've probably already figured out I'm not exactly an ace. In my defense, you have to admit that it's not easy to throw without real joints.
You're embarrassing. That's it.
What happened to my wardrobe? I can't be separated from my wardrobe. It's a matter of life or death. Well, I mean, you know. A disaster I made with some apricot marmalade years ago. I never understood how Ronald's parents could think it was Sigmund Freud's face. Phallic symbols everywhere, right, Sig? Man, what an epic fail. One of the movers must have left it here. Am I wrong, or are you becoming ridiculous? Do you think this is the right moment to play games? I suggest you avoid careless moves, if you value your skin. I already lost mine a while ago. Ronald's father has never been a green thumb kind of man, but you should see the level of dedication he has for them. Ronald's mother is very satisfied too. She says they give a nice scent to the whole place. Sure. I'm already conspicuous enough for my skeletal appearance. Just imagine a an herbalist skeleton. I know where this is going. With this trick, we lost 4 relatives and 8 of the cat's 9 lives. That critter won't get closer to the living room, even under torture. I can't and mostly don't want to touch it. I think you need a permit to carry something like that. Better not open channels of dialogue with this kind of person. It's a sort of big ball of dust. And who the hell are you?
Have some respect, stupid bony human. You're looking at the future conqueror of the world.
Only dumb characters in this game. Don't laugh, that goes for you too. Jumping Jiminy!
Not me. I can't jump. I have no legs. And my name's not Jiminy.
I meant, where did you come from?
From under the hardwood floor. I was stuck there for years. But now I'm finally free and will have my revenge.
Who do you want to take revenge on?
The world. I have nobody to take revenge on in particular, so I will take my vengeance out on the world.
Can't argue with that. Listen, not to curb your enthusiasm, but you look pretty harmless to me.
What?
I mean, you don't look blessed with any particular abilities, or of great intellect, or any intellect. You can't expect to get very far without a well-constructed plan.
You're right.
Think about it, okay? Who would be your nemesis? The Swiffer?
I don't know any Swiffer.
Forget it. I have to go. Bye. This contains the ashes of Grandma. May she rest in peace. I confess I've always been curious. An ending so unexpected.
Just another small interruption to tell you that it may sometime be possible to pick up the same object more than once.
Another belated circumstance where you show your negligence, but thanks for the tip. I still remember the day I didn't notice her, but she saw me. Fortunately, she mistook me for Ronald. She fattened him up for the next 3 months. Now I finally have the courage to tell you. A while back, I skipped dinner. Please, Grandma, don't look at me that way. Stop glaring at me all judgy-eyed. Okay, you win. I'll go and get a sandwich right now. As they always say, you never know what might come in handy. The psych meds of Cousin Jason. Come to think of it, we've suddenly lost track of him. Good, the batteries seem to be charged. I'm only missing the bit. What a dazzling smile. I could never chew it all, even if I had an eternity in front of me. And I fear I do. No way, those two guys are still down there.
Bullseye! Have you seen, boss? I opened the door.
Bravo, well done. But now let's go, it's lunchtime.
I like eating.
Then come on, move.
What a blow. This timed parking thing has turned into a real scourge. To do that, I would need a crowbar and a good lawyer. My whip is still parked in the wardrobe. I'd say it speaks for itself. Let's move on and accept it's just part of the scenery. Once again, physics is against me. It seems pretty battered. Can we go on, please? Just like at the water park, only with different bacteria. Hi.
Hi, little bag of bones.
Please don't eat me.
As skinny as you are, you wouldn't even be useful for chicken stock.
Hey, excuse me if I care about my figure. You don't look too good. How are you?
I have an unbearable pain in my tooth. Something must be stuck in it. Would you like to take a look at it?
Fine. That's okay. There's something in there indeed, but I don't think I can remove it with my bare hands. I'm sure you're a really nice guy at heart, right?
Actually, I just escaped from a maximum security prison for reptiles. I was locked up because I slit the throats of my neighbors with a fishbone. They were too loud, and I couldn't sleep.
I promise I will never do anything to upset you.
I'm just messing with you, stupid bag of bones.
You're not funny at all. See you around. You would give gum to someone who's already suffering from a toothache? You have no humanity. I remind you that the drill is without a tip. This attention deficit of yours is really irritating sometimes. Not exactly the luckiest fishing trip I've ever seen. Hope I'll be luckier than the previous owner. I guess it's the control unit of the neighborhood traffic light system. I find it curious that it's down here. I'd have imagined it on a pole or something like that. I won't deny that idea could be funny, but I don't think the people on the street would appreciate the humor. I have water in my hand. And now I have the first stage of rheumatism. The T-Rex cowboy, undisputed ruler of the very Wild West until the end of the Cretaceous period. It would have been interesting to ask him how he managed to extract his revolver from the holster. My grandpa worked in a factory welding vehicle body parts. I remember that on his deathbed, and completely blind already, he mistook the blowtorch tube for my grandma's arm. May he rest in peace. A little too heavy, don't you think? There's still some gas in it if one day you ever decide to follow in the footsteps of my grandpa. Now I understand the electricity bills with all the zeros at the end. It would look great in the living room, but I don't have the muscles I used to. And this is why we complain about youth unemployment. Nice place you have here. Were you and Tutankhamun relatives? No, it's because I see a strong resemblance. Maybe it's the nose. I could have sworn it, you know that? Did you have an accident with the cat? You must have really driven it mad to need all those bandages. I got it. You're a Tibetan monk under a vow of silence. Damn it, I was sure I was right this time. Were you one of the Queen's guards? You won't confirm or deny it, I understand. Has anyone ever told you you're really good at listening? Seriously, don't be so modest. I would stay and chat with you for hours, but I wouldn't presume to impose upon your time. And this would be the best you can do? Cock-a-doodle don't. You'll never know what I hide under my inventory. Never. It seems to me that it's done its job all too well until now. That's where that door led, and for all these years, nobody ever bothered to force it. He seems to be a bit short on energy. Hi, little robot.
C1 is not programmed to talk.
But you just did it.
C1 is not programmed to explain itself.
What if I took out your batteries? Would you still be in the mood to show such attitude?
C1 is programmed to run on solar energy.
Don't provoke me, or I'll hit you with a hammer. You're looking worse for wear.
C1 isn't tired. C1 is running data.
Why don't you turn tail in the meantime? If those two catch you, you'll end up in a box, you know that?
C1 is not programmed to do it.
Are you telling me you can't do two things at the same time?
C1 hasn't got the updated firmware.
Right, everybody says that. Beep, beep, bzz, bzz, beep, beep.
C1 finds this really insulting. C1 has had it up to his valves with you.
Come on, don't be so salty. Don't forget we applied for a PEGI 3 rating. Be careful what you say. What about the 3 laws of robotics?
C1 thinks you've seen too many sci-fi movies. C1 could easily pierce your skull with a laser beam and use it as a bowling ball if he wanted to.
I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for the clarification. Good luck with your calculations.